In this video, we're going to be getting into renter-friendly things you could do to spruce up your apartment, make it your own, and really feel like home. Even though you're renting, even though it may be temporary, you can still make it feel homey. And I have a few things that I plan to tell you about that I think are kind of quick. If you can't do it, you can definitely get someone, you can pay someone to do it. And they're just things that really will transform your space. So if you're interested, come on, y'all, stick around. Hello, thank you for joining me. If you're new, happy to have you. If you're a returning crew, thanks girl, happy to see you again. If you're coming from my apartment tour, then you are familiar with this area. And even in my apartment tour, I did talk a little bit about things you can do to elevate your space and make it truly your own. Well, now I'm going to get into it a little bit deeper. I mentioned in there that I think if you change your light fixtures, it truly will make a space your own. It'll elevate the space, and I think it's just a nice thing that you can do that's easily put back what you changed and still get that deposit if you are truly seeking that. Now, I just think that a deposit is a creativity fee that you pay, because while I'm in those four walls, I'm going to make it my space. So if the deposit is something you truly care about, maybe don't hang up pictures, maybe find those sticky command strips, things like that. But it's not that serious to me. I'm going to put a nail in the wall and keep it moving. But what I will say is, for light fixtures, it is something you can easily change and put back, and it does not change the hardware of your foundation. If you keep their light fixture, you can easily put it back up when it's time to leave. I changed out quite a bit of light fixtures in my place. Dining room, my bathroom, my closet. I changed out a light fixture in my kitchen. So yeah, light fixtures are something that I think is a good investment you can do to easily make the space your own, warm the space up, because apartments are going to give you the generic flush light or the generic little chandelier for your dining space. Like, it's nothing beautiful. So if you like beauty and truly aesthetically changing the place to fit your vibe, invest in some light fixtures. I highly recommend Menards. That is where I've gotten all my show-stopping light fixtures, like the intricate or more unique to me, my style kind of light fixtures. I've gotten those from Menards. So if you are interested in some cool looking fixtures for not a expensive price, they're going to be probably usually the ones I have bought is like in the 80 to 170 range for a light fixture. If that's in your budget, check out Menards. They do have more that are on the expensive side if that's something you're looking for. But when it comes to light fixtures, I recommend Menards. I'm telling you, game changer. Second thing I would recommend for you in your space is wallpaper. It is so renter friendly. Get the peel and stick. I know they usually charge us a little bit more for the peel and stick, but it is so worth having the peel and stick. You just put it up, tear it down when it's time to go. Shouldn't have any issues because it's a sticker, and you just be on about your way. But it truly will transform your space and just be uniquely yours. So yeah, y'all, these are the two things that I recommend that I've done in this space that will elevate your area. As you can see, we are now in my kitchen, and behind me is peel and stick backsplash. This is also another detail that I think is highly it's not easy, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. The installation process is gonna put you to the test, but it is, to me, such a good payoff. As you can see, I painted my kitchen, and I think just to give it an extra pizzazz, I chose one wall to peel and stick. And this is also another fairly inexpensive renovation you can do to your place, because I'm telling you, It cost me, I think, $80 to get 2 sets, and it came with 16 sheets, and I still have some sheets left over. So if you need to do some touch-ups, it's great, but it cost me about $80, and you can find them cheaper, but depending on how big your space is and how many sheets you have to use, that's where your cost is going to come in. But I did this little section here. I got my pillow stick from Amazon. They have a slew of options. It's really great. It's easily wipeable. It looks like real, what do you call that? Like tile. It looks kind of like real tile, but vinyl tile, because it has that glossy finish, which is what you would get with a real tile. So while you're renting, I think you should do it, y'all. It is fairly inexpensive, decently easy. It's not extremely easy like painting, but like I'm going to say this took us maybe 2 hours to do, and I think it really elevates the space of my kitchen. So if you have a space you want to do, 10 out of 10, do it. Even do it in your bathroom. If I had a shower that was unique or a situation, these are waterproof. So you can put these in your shower to have like a cool backsplash in your shower or in your bathroom countertops or wherever. But I would definitely look into getting you some peel and stick backsplash. They have a ton of options, all colors, and you can really customize it to your own. Even if you wanted to mix and match some, you could really have fun with it. So definitely look into that one. And here, I would love to show you the importance of what paint can do for your space. I painted this before I even moved in. Like, we got the keys, I came the night before and painted. When I tell you I've painted almost every wall in this apartment, I think it is the most inexpensive way to truly elevate one's space. And when I say the cheapest, it's because a can of paint, and here's my pro tip for you, you need to invest in the paint you get. What you buy, what's the saying? I'm sorry. How much you spend is how much it's going to be worth, or something in the realm of that. But I'm just saying that cheap paint, cheap results. I went cheap on a bathroom that I did, and when I say that paint gave me the blues, I had to end up using double the amount of paint. So just take it from somebody that has painted a cajillion times in here. The paint quality truly, truly matters, and it will make your experience so much easier. A good price for paint is usually around $40 for a big, I think, gallon is what you get, and it's about $40. And even with that size of gallon, I painted this entire wall and still have paint left over to where I painted my bathroom the same green, and I still have paint. And this is about a 10-foot ceiling, so like it's a lot of walls, it's a lot of real estate to get into, but you'll have that paint for touch-ups, for extra things, and even if you have an extra project you want to do, you can even use the extra paint for that. So I totally, out of everything in here, if you don't use any tips that I give you in this video, paint your space. I'm telling you, it is the easiest way to warm up an area, to make it really customizable to yourself. It changes the whole look with something so simple, and it's not that expensive. So yeah, y'all, I'm also going to show you all the painting that I've done. I painted my kitchen. I painted my door. That's another fun tip you should do. Paint your door. If it's your bedroom door, your main door. I painted my main door so it goes with the wallpaper. You guys may have saw a little glimpse of it, but I'll show you some side-by-sides. Paint that door. I painted walls in my bathroom, both of my bathrooms, my bedroom, and only place I didn't touch any paint in is my office. But I painted my hallways. I painted. So anything that I can give you is paint that space, because it is the cheapest thing you could do to truly elevate and change the vibe of your space, give you some warmth and character. Okay, you guys, so this is a hack that I don't think a lot of people have seen. It's not something that I've seen people recommend, but as you can see, I'm standing behind my patio doors. I am on the bottom floor, and so with the bottom floor comes looky-loos. Like, we're all a little bit curious. If we see somebody's stuff open, we're gonna take a little look. And so I put up privacy screen. Again, I hate to say it, but Amazon is where I got this. They have so many dimensions, so whatever your door is, look into that. But I would highly recommend. I feel like I can keep my patio doors open all the time because no one can see. We can strictly only see silhouettes. So you could see like my chair out there, my rug, or my outside rug, and that's it. But we can only see silhouettes. They can't see what's inside. I can't see them fully outside, and it's just a bit of privacy. I put this on all my windows on this side of the building because back here's a trail that comes with my apartment, and I just feel like, for privacy's sake, I can keep this open anytime I want. Now at night, I do still close it, but I'm telling you, it is a game changer. I feel like it brings more light in without me having to compromise the shades taking up some of the light. So if you live on the bottom, if you live in the middle, if you live on the top, and you never want to close your curtains or whatever they call these things, I recommend getting you a privacy screen. They have so many designs and details. I'll zoom in and let you see the detail of mine, but it has more of a like water, I don't know what you would call that, like water on a glass on the window, how it streams down. That's the design I chose for this one, and I just think it's a beautiful effect. They have so many. So even if you like my mom, she has one at the house that is like smudged, like it's a smoke effect, so it's just all kind of blurred, and it has like that design of just like a smoky blurred look where it's foggy, and which is also beautiful if you like that. So definitely take a look at your privacy screens. You can find them. All you have to do is apply water to this, y'all. This isn't even a sticker. This is strictly water, and then put this bad boy on there and squeegee all the water out, and it sticks like glue. I'm telling you, it is amazing. This is kind of like a 2-person job depending on the size of your windows, because I did need some help from my mama on this one. But y'all, it is a great way to gain privacy in your space, especially in an apartment. It's kind of like a fishbowl. You don't know who's watching you. You don't know who you're watching. So definitely, if you want some privacy, try this hack out, y'all. So now we're in my bedroom, one of my favorite places in my apartment. And what I want to touch on in here is, obviously you can see the wallpaper that I'm talking about, the 2 places that I have wallpaper in my apartment. And again, wallpaper is more of an investment. You will not get wallpaper cheap. And if you do, there are options out there, but I just want to tell you, you get what you pay for. And I bought all my wallpaper from Wallism. They're an amazing company, great communication, quick delivery, and it's exactly what you see on the website. Like, I was not disappointed at all. I think they have some beautiful wallpapers. It actually took me a while to make a decision because of how many options they have. But I also want to get into the trimming or border or whatever you want to call this. This is a renter-friendly hack that I think really does elevate a space into whatever your vibe is. You can kind of cultivate this. If you don't like the wallpaper, you strictly like the bordering, you can get detailed bordering in between, or whatever suits your vibe. However, I want to let you know, this is a peel and stick border, which means it already had the adhesive on it. We just had to peel it off, do our measurements, and stick it up here. This probably took us a total of an hour to get up, and I think it truly transforms my space. This cost me very inexpensive. I got mine from Amazon, already pre-cut, didn't have to do any of the cutting, already pre-cut, already with the adhesive. I think I spent like $48 to $50 on this border. I highly recommend anyone do it. I haven't had any issues with like the adhesive or anything peeling off. Like 10 out of 10, I would recommend. And it's such a easy way. You can put this anywhere. If you want this in your dining, in your living, in your office, in your bathroom, like wherever you want, you can truly manipulate this to go where you want it to go. And they have different measurement sizes. Again, my wall is a pretty big wall, just like the wall that I had in my living area. So I needed more space for them, more real estate on the dimensions. And so you could just cultivate that into what you want it to look like for your space, or if you have smaller walls, or maybe you don't need this. They have options for you online, I'm telling you, and just make sure that you put in peel and stick, because they do have these without the adhesive already on them, and you have to apply that, and that just seems like a headache. Plus, I don't think it's as renter friendly because that adhesive is going to be a little bit more stronger, I'm assuming, and it won't just pop off the wall. So when I do move, which it won't be anytime soon, we will circle back and see how all these renter friendly things perform. And lastly, we are in my office, and I wanted to give a recommendation. If maybe the wallpaper is out of the budget, we have these decal stickers that are a great compromise, where you get a little bit of the wallpaper for a fraction of the price. They are, again, peel and stick adhesive stickers that you can just peel on and peel off. There are no real commitment, no damage done. They are very inexpensive, like 10 to 20 bucks in the price range. And then again, how many you want to get, that'll change for your budget purposes. But when I say the hardest part about this process was just cutting out the stickers, because they come on one big roll, and then you get to decide how you want to design your decals. The hardest part of this process is cutting out the sticker and then not tearing them, because just to let you know, decals are very thin. Well, the ones that I got, they are very thin. So sometimes if you go to pull that sticker and it's a big one, it may try to attempt to tear on you and stuff. So that's just pro tip from me to you. I think it's a great way of adding a little whimsy to your room. Obviously mine are flowers, so it has a whimsical effect, but whatever your design will be, you can find these on Amazon, Etsy. You can put them into Google and pop up literally peel and stick stickers or decorating decals, and they'll bring you up a slew of options. But I highly recommend just a little fun thing that you can add to your space that's non-committal, renter friendly, and easy to put up and easy to take down. So again, y'all, when I do decide to move, don't look for that video anytime soon, because I'm not. We'll test how all these renter friendly things come out. We have come to the end of the video, where I have given you all my tips and tricks to how I've truly cultivated a space that feels like mine, with a little bit of privacy and a lot of whimsy. So thank you so much for sticking around. If any of you guys have any great details that you've done to your space, please comment down below. I can always learn from you as well, get some great ideas, some tips and tricks that I didn't know about. Because sharing is caring, y'all. We need to all be in on what is so great that we can do to elevate our space. So again, I want to thank everyone for sticking around. If you made it this far, please put in the comments your favorite color, because as you know, I love color in my space. So let me know what your favorite color is. Maybe I can get some inspiration for my next move or my next transformation in my space. So again, thank you so much for sticking around. Hope you like, comment, subscribe, and have a beautiful day. Bye.